everybody. Welcome to Vancouver, British Columbia, one of the most beautiful cities on the planet. And the Canucks with a packed house here tonight, ready to roll for EA Sports. This city's been buzzing all day, and it's time to finally see what's up. The Red Wings get off to a good start as they win the opening faceoff. Sends a pass over. Puck grab by Pedersen. Great save, what a great play.
You know, I stepped on your toes there, James, but had to react to that massive hit.
He was locked in there. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here.
As we look at that hit, you can certainly see the adrenaline running through his body on that one. I mean, he elicited all of his power into that hit there, James. But I really like the timing of it. You want to make sure that you're dictating tempo and pace right from the onset of a game. That's how you do it.
Larkin's won it off the faceoff. Pushes it across into Raymond. Gaining momentum up along the side. Just a little too much contact and couldn't hang on to the puck. Shot! Easily turned aside by Gibson. They fight for it along the boards. Oh, just like that, steals the puck and goes the other way. Detroit's got the puck at center. There's a shot! Just slide to the net.
Raymond's really impressed me with that last play, James. I mean, to have the wherewithal to hold on to that puck. I mean, that's tenacity on your way down, falling to the ice and still get the shot off. That's leadership at its best.
Vancouver's gained possession along the boards. Slow is not quick enough for you.
That was quick. You want to dictate pace, especially when the puck drops. And quick one in early, that's the best way to get it done. On today's game, everything shuts down so quickly. Ice closes so quickly, and he is left all alone to be able to walk into that clapper, and he tags it right past the goaltender.
The Canucks and their fans are buzzing right now. How about that? A quick strike just minutes into this one.
Well, that quick strike gets them on their feet. And listen, when you're playing, you can feel that energy. You feed off it when your home crowd is cheering for you, especially when you're playing well. No better way than getting on the board first.
Enters the offensive zone from the left. Moves it quickly over to Sasson. The Canucks gain control of it. Vancouver's got the puck. Angles it over to Myers. And that climbs off the iron.
Vancouver is continuing to push the pace of play in this game. They've been aggressive in the offensive zone. They do have the lead, but they wanted the extra cushion there, but unfortunately went off the post and out.
We got a stoppage and playing almost anarchy in front of that net.
Well, there certainly is. It was chaotic as the ozone possession time is certainly up. They needed this rest. This was a great play by the tender.
Detroit's taking possession in their own end. Works it across to Appleton. The Red Wings gain the zone. Oh, great play to sidestep the poke check. Shot! Turned aside with the glove. There's the whistle as the goalie hangs on. Lots of time left in this period. We've got a 1-0 hockey game thus far. The Canucks win the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. Whiffs on that. Trying to shake the defender. He's in the clear. Oh, not really sure what happened there.
It looks to me like he couldn't make up his mind what he wanted to do, and in the interim, he ran out of space.
Shakes off the coverage. Puts it on net. The Canucks get a hold of the puck. Moves it to Garland. Avoids the defender. Denies him in front.
Well, there is a pulse. There is a beat to this game right now, and it is fast, James. Both teams trading chances at either end. I mean, this is a track meet right now.
The Canucks have dominated in the shot department here early in this first period, and the score is reflective of that. Off the face-off, they take the puck. Here's a short pass to Kopp. Sends it into the offensive zone. Slides the puck over. Quick pass across to Carlson. Vancouver's playing it through center. The Canucks have it from the corner. They score! That's back-to-back stops.
Well, it feels like there's a wave of momentum, and it has certainly changed here. You can get the opportunity, but you have to execute. That's 2 in a row. You need multiple things to win hockey games, James. You need skill, but you need grit and grease, and that's exactly what he showed right there. He rolled up his sleeves, he got dirty, he won the 50-50 battle, and he took it to the net.
Lots of time left in this period. Vancouver's been the better team here over the last few minutes, increasing their lead to 2. Moves the puck. That's just textbook positioning to break up the play. Quick pass to Carlson. Great heads-up play with the stick by Comfort. The Red Wings move the puck in the defensive zone. Quick feed to Comfort. And that caroms off a body in the lane. Here's a backhand. Takes that one right in the logo. Loses his balance on the play. Moves it quickly over to Ratu. Puck dumped in. They'll complete a line change. Comfort stick handling in his own zone. The Red Wings looking against the half wall. Vancouver's got the puck along the boards. Here they come up along the wing. Shot! And there's the save. And he fights off another save.
Well, you don't make the save if you're not dialed in and focused. That's exactly what he is. He's following the puck and just makes that save. It's incredible, really, because you got to be athletic to be able to react that quickly.
Gaining speed through center, and here they come on the attack. Tried to get 2-2 with it and loses possession.
DeBrusk is close to finding a hole there, and just an extra move. Thought he had a little more time and space than he actually had, and the play dies.
And he loses possession of the puck after trying to make one too many moves. From right out of midair, he bats it down. And now it's over to Kane. And a good use of the body to knock the puck loose. The Red Wings move it in. Takes a shot. Denies him. He got all of it. Vancouver's got a hold of it along the wall. Scrum along the wall. Gets a hold of the puck here in his own end. Big collision and sends it right onto his teammate's lap.
And it's also a hit that sends a message in and around the bench, doesn't it? And you know, for him, he's just got to collect himself, get back up, but you can certainly see that his teammates are smiling, and they kind of think it's funny.
And now he moves it to Raymond. And that's blocked in traffic. The Canucks have it now. Vancouver's got it in their own zone. And tries to make a diagonal pass to O'Connor. Grabs possession of the puck. And play continues as that goes off the glove. Oh, just a great heads-up play by Larkin. They've got the defense outnumbered. Here's a shot. Gets a piece of it to make the save.
The goaltenders are the last line of defense for a reason. This time, he bails his team out.
Oh, blocked down by Gibson.
Well, a nice save by the goaltender, and even better is that he redirects the puck to the corner to safety.
Picked up along the boards by Hamonic. The Red Wings will play it from the defensive zone. Here's a great use of the stick right there to poke it away. From the left side, takes the pass. Through the middle of the ice, they enter the attacking zone. The Red Wings scoop it up along the boards. Grabs the puck in the defensive zone. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. Gaining steam here on the attack. Penalty coming up here. Hamonic's been nabbed for tripping.
Natural tendency for players is to reach when they've lost position on their opponent. When you reach, often you take out the feet of your opponent. This is an easy tripping call.
Vancouver sending their power play unit out for the first time tonight.
Well, first power play of the game, James. You want to start with possession and look to get shots to the net. It is the tone setter.
And with the centers tied up, he swoops in to take possession. Nice job to escape the zone. The Canucks have it behind the cage. And he loses control here. Moves it to Besser. From their own end, trying to kickstart this power play. Here's a short pass to Rasmussen. Vancouver's got the puck. Gets it over to Pettersson. From the point, they take control of it. Oh, he'll feel that one. What a block.
Well, he's firing on all cylinders here, getting to that shot lane. He really anticipates the greatest threat on the ice, and he makes sure that he redirects that puck.
Puts a little mustard on the hip to knock the puck loose. Oh, he destroys him on the play.
The cliche in hockey is you want to start the game hard and physical and really set the tone, and that's what he was doing right there.
Quick pass to Hughes. Oh, he kind of struggled with that one, but he got just enough to keep it out.
When we have a look at it, James, it looks like it's redirected, and that's just beautiful timing and getting hands away from the body, be able to get it to go the opposite direction of the goaltender.
Vancouver's taken full advantage of their scoring opportunities with a comfortable lead here in the first. Rogers won the draw at center. And now he angles it across to Carlson. They've got numbers here. Great defensive effort with the stick. Scooped up along the wall by Carlson. Moves the puck across to Reichel. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Here's a pass in front. And that chance is blocked. Beats it over. Oh, just not enough of that to keep it out. Battle along the boards. Grabbed along the boards by Johansson. Quick feed to Vinny. And he lowers the boom there. Slides the pass over to Ratu. Here's a chance, sends it in front. And that's gobbled up, and we'll get a whistle for a face-off. Still lots of time left here in this frame. Vancouver's got a 3-goal lead. The Red Wings win the defensive zone face-off. And now it's grabbed by Sherratt. Sends the pass over. Nice bank pass off the boards. Great extension on his part to poke it away. Vancouver's gained the line and into the zone. And now it's to Rasmussen. And that was read perfectly. What a play by Garland. With the stop. Detroit's got a hold of it against the wall. And now they look to make something happen from the neutral zone. With possession along the wall. Vancouver's looking to break out of their own end. Moves it quickly over to O'Connor. Tries to get the puck to Kemp. Garland's hauled down. Penalty on the way. Here comes the official's decision. The Red Wings are getting 2 minutes for tripping.
Well, this is a frustration penalty. They're getting blown out in this game, and it's showing up in the penalty box here. They've got to find a way to reset, or they're going to be dancing to the box the rest of the game. Now, with earlier success on the power play, I think they'll operate in the same fashion, James, in that 1-3-1 setup where they look to work through the flanks, because you know they've got some lethal shooters on this team.
Moves it to Copper. And the keeper's going to play it. Oh, that's poked away in the offensive zone by Sesson. Puts it in deep. Vancouver's got a hold of the puck now. Feeds the puck over to Carlson. And he easily stops that one. Sesson's looking to make something happen here in the corner. And the puck departs the zone. Trying to get something going here with this man
front of that and quick.
Pedersen's ready for the draw as we get set to resume this power play. The Canucks win that offensive zone face-off. Tries to feed it over to Sherwood. Vancouver's in on the offensive attack now. Shot! Makes the save on the slapper. One times it and does it again.
He does a great job being set to position here. Otherwise, he's not going to be able to make that second save, James. But it's pure athleticism that gets the job done.
The Canucks gain possession. And it's kicked away. Battle along the wall. Takes the feed from the left side. The Canucks played along the boards. Picked up along the wall by Ratu. And the puck's booted away. And some good footwork to kick it away. The Red Wings will play it in their own end. Here's a short pass to Reichel. Moves the puck along the half wall. Quick shot! Denies him in close. Scores! And they do it again with the extra attacker.
It's one thing to do it in practice, James. It's another thing to do it when you're under pressure. They have met the task, and they found ways to create motion and attack the net.
Vancouver's been the better team here in this first period, and as a result, they've got a big lead. Great read by the winger to take possession with the two centermen tied up. Down the right wing and into the offensive zone. Moves the puck down low. Takes the feed at the point. Hammers the shot. Stops it cold. And the puck stopper hangs on to get a breather here for the team. Well past the midway mark of this period, Vancouver's turned this into a blowout, now leading by 4. Danielson's won the faceoff here in the offensive zone. Absolutely no fear to get in front of the slap shot. Moves it around along the half wall. Scores! And they get one back here.
Well, I guess it's something to look at positively, James. I mean, the goal scorer certainly is going to feel happy that they've contributed, but they're going to have to find a way to dig themselves out of this hole, and it's a large one at that. They're going to put their work boots on and try and kick it into high gear if they even want an opportunity to claw their way back in this game.
The Red Wings have been hammered in this opening frame, but they finally pushed back here.
Looks like a lack of preparation starting this game, but as that pushback comes, you can see they're resetting. They have to use that goal as a reset so they can refocus and find a way to get back to their game plan.
Vancouver's got the puck inside the defensive zone. They go on the attack through center. The Canucks take possession here in the open ice. Fires it into the offensive zone. The Red Wings have it behind the net. Quick pass to Comper. The Red Wings cross the line and gain the zone. Oh, hello. Comes up with the puck with a quick steal. Nice flick of the stick. Looks like there's a delayed penalty being called here by the officials. Whistle blows, stopping the play. Finney's going off for interference.
In this game, you're always trying to buy time for your teammates, but sometimes if you hold on a little bit too long, you're going to get the interference call.
Canucks once again send out their power play unit.
Well, this power play feels like it's in rhythm and it's concise tonight here, James. Sometimes it's just working for you. They've scored already on it, and they're looking to get another.
Detroit's got the puck after winning the defensive zone faceoff and manages to clear the zone. Vancouver's got possession of the puck. Quick feed to Sider. A shot! That's blocked. The Canucks take it across the line. Quick shot! Oh, it gets in front of that to make a
position. He's able to redirect that puck to safety right to the corner.
Moves it quickly over to Hughes. Handles the puck. And now he tries to get it across to Sasson. Vancouver's on the attack. Here inside the defensive zone, they get the puck. Puck cleared from the defensive end. Vancouver's gained possession along the boards. Ratu's got the puck through the neutral zone. Taken by Garland. And doesn't reach the net because it goes off a stick. And we'll get the whistle after the goaltender hangs on. Pettersson's ready for the draw on this man advantage. The Red Wings win the draw here in their own end. And they get the puck out. Moves it on over to Sherwood. Takes the pass. Moves it to Johansson. Trying to exit the defensive zone. And they get the puck out, and they needed that.
They certainly did. This PK unit has been on fire. They get the clear. That's one. You kill valuable time. That's two. And now three. You can contest the entry. That's a great play all the way around.
Cops recognizing they're still short-handed here as they get ready for the face-off. The Canucks win it in the defensive zone. Oh, some strong physicality on the play. Vancouver's got the puck against the boards. Too much congestion in front. Trying to get the puck out of his own end. And they take care of business on the play. The Canucks gain control of the puck against the wall. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Detroit's got a hold of the puck.
Finney's almost back on the ice.
Here's a short pass to Carlson. The Red Wings gain possession of the defensive zone.
Some would say it's not a big deal as they have a comfortable league and they don't execute on the power play. I would say different though, James. Habits are everything. It's about moving forward and pushing and getting uncomfortable. This group certainly just looked comfortable. James, these are real difficult games to play in, and it's real difficult to maintain emotional control when you're getting blown out in a game, and I think this hit is really just a product of frustration.
The Canucks came hungry to play this one, and they lead as a result here in the first. Puck is dropped, and we are back underway. Makes the save! He looks deep to Besser. From the left side, takes it at center. Detroit's got the puck along the wall. Slides it over to Appleton. Streaking through center, they go on the attack. Quick pass to DeBrusque. And now it's over to Pettersson. Huge steal in his own end. Detroit's moving it along the wing. Sends it in on the attack. Taken along the wall by Van Riemsdyk. Gets a glove on it to keep it out. Dishes it out. Makes another stop. Tenacious battle for the puck along the wall. And that's controlled by Pettersson. Picked up along the boards by Ratu. He carries the puck up along the wing. The Red Wings take possession in the defensive end. Edmondson's moving it ahead. Drives to the sweet spot. Oh, I thought he was going to be beaten, and he somehow got a piece of that.
Well, he makes an incredible save on a point-blank shot here, James. I love the way he's aggressive, he's competitive, and he wins the battle.
The Canucks have been the dominant team here midway through the first period, and they lead it. Detroit's got the puck inside the offensive zone. Takes the feed. Here's a chance. Oh, and he misses on a grade A-plus scoring chance there.
Well, he's right exactly where he wants to be. He's got the puck on his stick, just unable to put it in the mesh.
Vancouver's offense has been on fire to start this one, and still lots of time left in the first. Compher's won the faceoff, and now let's see what they can do. Ref blows the whistle as the puck's covered up. More than half the period has gone by. Hope you're enjoying this one. 4-1 is where we sit. A pretty one-sided affair. Detroit's got it in the offensive zone. And he gets in front of the slap shot to make the save. That's some nice footwork to free the puck up to his teammate. Detroit's ready to go on the attack. The Red Wings take it along the wall. Handles that one. And he takes the feed. Takes the feed ahead from the left side. Detroit's got the puck along the boards. Coughs it up at center. Slides it across. Grips it and whips it. Blocked in traffic. The Red Wings have it now. Over the line they come. Takes a shot. And that one's denied. And they'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage in play. The Canucks have capitalized on their scoring opportunities and lead comfortably here late in the first. The Red Wings take possession here inside the offensive zone. The Canucks have it now. Receives the pass. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. Grabs the puck. Slides it diagonally to Kopp. Sent into the offensive zone. Vancouver's got control of it now from their own end. Moves it over to Garland. They gain the offensive zone from the middle. The Red Wings look to start the transition game. Sends it over to Kopp. Intercepts it in the neutral zone. The Canucks carry it along the wall. Here's a chance in front. Great defensive play to pick off the pass. Takes the feed. Here's a chance! Oh, how did he get a glove on that? What a stop by Demko!
Larkin's the leader of this team, and who do you look to when you're down? You find a way to look to your leaders. They create momentum. Everyone jumps on board. This game is not out of reach yet.
Passes out front! He scores! What an opportunity, and delivers!
That's what you call having a knack for the net, James. When you get in tight and you're sniffing around, you better get that puck off quickly because you know there's defenders all in around you that are going to come and close.
Vancouver's looking to take this lead into the intermission here as they've put a lot of pucks on net so far. And they take control of the puck here in the neutral zone. Scooped up along the wall by Larkin. Steps inside the attacking zone down the left wing. The Canucks gain control of the puck. DeBrusk's got it in the defensive end. The Red Wings have it from their own end. DeBrinket's picking up momentum through center. Here's the pass in front, and that's stopped.
Demko's dialed in right now. Just have a look at that last save. I mean, he had to be moving extremely well in his crease to be able to get to position to make that save.
Here in the later stages of this period, the Red Wings are trying to get back into this one as they still trail by 2 goals. Vancouver's got a hold of the puck. Handles the pass. The Canucks take possession in the neutral zone. Sends it in deep. Detroit's got a hold of the puck now. Raymond's lugging the puck. Quick feed to Edmondson. Good hit to bump him off the puck. Fires it. Just gets enough to keep it out. And he takes the dish. Vancouver's got a hold of it along the wall. Passes it over to Reichel. The Canucks are across the line and into the offensive end. Fires it on net. And the puck dies with the trapper save. Covers it up and we'll get a stoppage in play. Vancouver's coaches wanted a lot of shots on net, and the team has delivered so far, leading late in the first. Danielson's won it in their own end. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Oh, he'll feel that one. To the front! By the way, called out friendly fire as it goes off one of his teammates. Teams are ready to go, and we're about moments away from puck drop. Vancouver's won the draw. Hammers a shot! Makes the save and putting out the fire in front. Detroit's ready to go on the attack. That's not going to fool them. Vancouver's looking to break out. Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. Shot!
Precision passing, and you can tell there was no hesitation. They were driving, and they capitalized.
The Canucks are up big here late in the first period. Sneaks away with the puck after he was tangled up on the draw. Moves it quickly over to Finney. Great read by Sesson. Passes it over. Denies him with the save. Pass back to the point. The Canucks have the puck now. Gaining momentum along the wing. And he can't hang on after that hit. Angles it over to Finney. And he uses his reach to disrupt the play. And he takes the feed. And that pass is redirected. Grabbed along the boards by Finney. And that's a smart heads-up play by Besser.
I get when you're losing, James, that you want to get something going. You want to spark your team. You have the puck on your stick. But sometimes you can try and do too much. And I think that's a product of that as he loses the puck.
Vancouver's got the puck here in the open ice. Shot! And he gets just enough of it to keep it out to the back of the net. Big-time stop there.
I'm not sure where the defense is, but I'll tell you what, the goaltender has been outstanding. Made a flurry of saves to keep his team in this one.
Stops that one. Goaltender covers it up, and we'll get a reset here. The Canucks lead it here late in this first period. Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. Gibson's got the puck, and he's going to hang on. Officials are in position, and both teams are getting ready as they get set for another face-off here. They take possession as he locks him up off the face-off. Danielson's got the puck in his own zone. The Canucks have it against the wall. And that concludes the first 20 minutes of play. Second period action. Stick around. possession for the start of period number 2. A one-sided affair thus far. Let's see if anything changes here with the start of the second. We've played a period here, Cheryl, and we've had an intermission to collect our thoughts. What do you make of what you see?
The Red Wings continue to find themselves chasing the game here, James. I mean, you look at the possession numbers, they really haven't had the puck at all, so they're getting worn down right now.
Coming down the left wing and into the zone. There's a shot. Turned aside with the glove by Demko. And the goalie covers up for the whistle. Vancouver's been all over them here in this second period. Just look at the score, and they have dominated in the shot clock, too. Off the face-off, they take the puck. Picked up along the wall by Kane. The Canucks pick up steam and are on the attack. Kane hanging on to the puck after taking a knock. The Canucks will play it from the corner. And he takes the pass. Into the attacking area from the left side. Blocks him. Blocked, although that might be a save.
Well, that is a save, James. I don't think the goaltender would have gotten to position in time, and he's able to take it away.
Demko's opted to hang on to the puck for a face-off.
Well, I love what he's trying to do here, James. He wants to separate the body from puck, and that's exactly what you got to do. You got to play with a competitive edge and an intensity.
Lots of time left in this period. Vancouver's got a 5-2 lead. Detroit's won the draw, and they'll go to work. Denies him on the stopper. Goaltender covers it up. We get a whistle to slow things down. Vancouver's got the lead on the scoreboard. A big reason to that has been the amount of pucks that they've been putting on net. Detroit's won the draw inside the offensive zone. Now let's see what they can do with it. Shuts them down.
Demko has been a consistent presence in the crease, James. I mean, he's made the stops he's needed to, but his team's playing extremely well, and that's why they have a comfortable lead.
DeBrusk's going to play it from the back of the cage. Scoops up the puck now. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. The Red Wings gain possession in their own end. There's the whistle, icing the call. Big face-off looming. Vancouver's been the more aggressive team offensively. Look at the shot clock and just look at the score. The Canucks win the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it.
Center wins that one clean. Everyone's ready for the puck. They know they're attacking now with a tired group that they're playing against.
And that's taken away in the offensive end by Kane. On the backhand. And that ricochets off a twig in front. Great read in the offensive zone by Finney. Vancouver's got the puck in the defensive end. The Red Wings gain possession along the wall. Vancouver's got the puck in their own end. Pushes it across to Besser. Puts it on net. And the shot dies in the traffic jam. Works it across to Sasson. Quick feed down low. And that's intercepted by Kopp. Detroit's got it in their own zone. Throws it in. Moves it to O'Connor. Moves it to Sasson. Good check. Frees the puck up. The Canucks gain possession. The Red Wings get a hold of it. Moves it up through the middle from the right. Pumps it away in his own end. Quick pass across to O'Connor. In close. Big time stop.
Gibson's dialed in and outstanding at anticipating the play here, James. He recognizes exactly where the greatest threat is on the ice. It's a slot area. He gets to position and makes the save.
Vancouver's in now. Shakes himself free. Oh, and it goes off his glove. The Canucks have put a lot of pucks on net, and they continue to lead here early in the second. Danielson's won a big draw in their own end. Great pressure to force the turnover by Kane. Levels him with the hit. Poked away in the defensive end. A spirited battle along the boards for the puck. Vancouver's got the puck. Can't keep a hold of it as he's jostled off the puck. Hughes takes it inside his own end. Takes the feed up ahead. Here's an opportunity to clear the zone. Through center. Into the offensive end now. Oh, excellent use of the stick as he knocks that one away. Takes the puck. Handles the puck in the corner. And it's off the iron.
Vancouver's players are starting to squeeze their sticks a little bit tight here, James, and continually hit the post. Listen, the good part is they're still in the lead, so they've got to free themselves up a little bit and find the netting.
And a great save.
I would have lost the puck 3 times by the time that I've been handled like that by the coverage. I mean, but he does it. He just knows how to move and maneuver his body around the puck. He can shield it, and he maintains possession for a great shot on net.
Swoops in off the wing to grab the puck after the Sullivan tied him up. There's the whistle. We get a face-off after the goalie covers up. The Canucks continue to lead big here in this second period. Larkin's won the face-off here in the offensive zone. And that caroms off one of his teammates in front. Along the right wing, they enter the attacking area. Oh, what a save by Gibson. Here's a shot. Oh, it stops him again.
You can certainly tell that the goaltender is dialed in on that last sequence of saves, James. He's to position, so he finds a way to make multiple saves back-to-back.
Vancouver's looking to break out of their own end. Detroit's gained possession along the boards. DeBrincat's got it along the wing. A little dipsy doodle and he loses possession of the puck.
DeBrincat's tried a great move there. We all know what great hands he is in tight, trying to create some space, but it bobbles off his stick and he lost possession.
Sends a pass over. Shot! Comes up with the stop. Tries to feed it over to Besser. Knocked away by Larkin. Slides the puck over to Finney. The Canucks take possession in the defensive end. Long lead pass into the neutral zone.
First pass leads to the offense. That's a great one.
Battle along the wall. Here's a short pass to Garland. Takes a shot. And there's the save. Slides it diagonally to Larkin. Oh, turns it aside once again. Puck is frozen and we'll get a face-off. The Canucks have been on fire offensively tonight, and they lead for good reason here in the second. The Red Wings come up with a defensive zone draw. And he handles the cross-ice pass. Quick pass to Cobb. Oh, a chance to make a nice move, and the puck disagreed with him. And he sidesteps the check there. And he's got the answer for that one. Here we go. Puck's in deep. The Canucks scoop it up along the boards. Good hit. They've got numbers here. Feeds it over. And a great save. Slides the puck over. Dumps it into the O-zone. The Canucks gain control of the puck. Nice zone entry from the right side. Detroit's got the puck. Fires it into the offensive zone. Vancouver's got the puck along the wall. Reichel's taking it from his own end. Nice feed from the left side up the middle.
Ratsy's been fantastic in terms of distributing the puck tonight, James. Not a shot-first mentality, but a pass-first mentality. His awareness is off the charts.
Vancouver's been rewarded for their high activity in the offensive zone with lots of shots, and they lead it here in the second. They win the draw and go on the attack. And that shot gets blocked by one of his own teammates. Angles it over to Kane. Great heads-up play in the defensive zone. Dumps it in. The Canucks get a hold of the puck along the boards. Here they come up along the wing. Takes a shot. Makes And there's the whistle icing the call.
I'll tell you what, James, that ain't incidental contact. That was intentional. Certainly trying to really drive that body and separate the player from puck.
Vancouver's offense came to play in a big way, and they lead big time here in the second. And they take possession here in the offensive zone, and time to go on the attack. His reflexes on display tonight. Getting closer to the halfway point of this frame. Lots of goals on display tonight. It's 5-2. The Canucks win the draw here in their own end. Here they come inside the neutral zone. On the attack along the boards. Shot! And that goes off a player. Great poke check on the reach. The Red Wings take it across the blue line. And that's knocked away in the defensive end by Sasson. Carries the puck through the neutral zone. Takes the saucer pass. Moves it quickly over to Comfer. Moves the puck to Finney. Feeds it to Sasson. Passes the puck over to Besser. Makes a move in front. Feeds the puck to DeBrincat. Moves it to the offensive zone. He got all of that hit. Turns it aside with the glove. There's the whistle as the puck stopper elects to hang on. The Canucks will be tough to beat tonight if they continue to play the way they have been, really active in the offensive zone. Detroit's won it, now they'll go on the attack. Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one. Looks to pass it to Myers. Works it across to Kemp. Just a great defensive read there. Kemp's moving the puck through his own zone. Vancouver's got it along the wall. And they run it back with another.
Yeah, back-to-back goals. You can feel the energy, the wave, the momentum, and the tides have turned here, James. They need to keep the pedal to the metal. Well, the shooter shows good patience on this shot, James, just waiting for the goaltender to drop. Once he does and he drops into that butterfly position, there's enough room upstairs to be able to beat him.
Vancouver's carried the puck like it's been on a string all night, Cheryl.
Puck's been on their stick, and their opponent's been on their heels. They've just been worn down with the offensive zone possession time. And how about the goaltender? Seeing so much rubber tonight and a lot in the netting.
The Red Wings play it along the wing. Moves it to Appleton. Big time stop there. Myers takes it into the offensive end. Oh, and he puts it wide.
No, this is a near miss, James. You're trying to be accurate. You know how good the goaltenders are, and you just missed by a few inches.
The Canucks move the puck in the defensive zone. Myers has it now behind his own net. The Canucks play it along the boards. Detroit's got it in the neutral zone. Here's a short pass to Kemp. Sends the pass over. Kane stick handling in his own zone. And a strong physical collision on the play there. Detroit's got a hold of it against the wall. Picked up along the boards by Seider. And now he moves it to Cobb. Sends it over to Garland. Detroit's got possession here in the neutral zone. Here we go, odd-man rush. And he's pulled over to the ice and loses the puck. Oh, he'd like to have that one back as it goes off the side.
Wow, James, I mean, not everyone can elicit a thunderous hit like that. I mean, he just clobbered his opponent.
The Canucks lead in a big way here in this second. They have been on fire offensively. The Red Wings win the faceoff. A blast! Hits him away! Off the post! He scores! On the rebound, lights the lamp for the goal!
Well, I really like the effort on this goal, James. He shows a knack for the net and being real hard and heavy on his stick as he's able to put that rebound in the net. Goaltender's got to clean that up, though. That one got kicked right back out.
Detroit's apparently just shown up for this one here, Cheryl.
Yeah, they get on the board after being shelled all game. They haven't had many shots on net either, but now they've got to find a way to be aggressive, play physical, and really send a message. The mindset has to change here. Listen, they've got nothing to lose. They might as well go for it and attack.
Quick pass to Ratu. Vancouver's got the puck against the boards. Shuts him down. It's another consecutive save. Pass across to Larkin. Into the offensive zone down the right wing. The Canucks have it from their own end. Handles the puck. And they'll dump it in. Looks like we got a penalty coming up here. The Red Wings move it in. And he sprints to the bench to get the extra attacker out on the ice. And a great save. There's the whistle, and here's the call. The Canucks will be forced to serve 2 minutes for cross-checking.
That'll always be a call. If you extend your arms in cross-check, you're serving two.
Detroit's man advantage unit will take to the ice for the first time tonight.
Well, with their first power play of the game, you don't have to worry about getting in. It's already in there, but you do have to worry about winning the faceoff, the most critical piece to possessing the puck. Once they get that possession, they can get the setup and the options that they want.
Right on the doorstep. Oh, completely muffs the shot. Puck slid down the ice. Detroit's got a hold of it along the wall. The Red Wings will play it from the defensive zone. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. Can't stay on his feet after that hit. Scores! On the power play, they strike.
Well, it's certainly showing chemistry, isn't it, James? The way they're moving the puck, they're moving positions, they're not static, there's a lot of motion, and they convert. Well, he's going to beat the goaltender clean on this one. It's a one-timer from the low slot, and it's a perfect pass. He's teed up beautifully, and he finishes it.
Detroit's got one back. Now can they get themselves another?
They're going to be able to if they do one thing, and that is attack and drive the coverage back. And if you do that, you find ways to get shots through to the net.
Compher's one possession. Quick feed to Johansson. Right side sent up ahead into the middle of the ice. Detroit's got the puck along the wall. Vancouver's got control of it now from their own end. Taken along the wall by Hronek. Along the boards, they battle for the puck. The Red Wings take possession of the neutral zone. The Canucks gain possession. Vancouver's got it in their own zone. Here he is, takes the shot, and that's off target as it hits a body. Scooped up along the wall by Kane. Vancouver's got possession of the puck. Moves it quickly over to DeBrusque. He's over on the attack. Big time stop there.
Goaltender spends so much time doing tracking exercises, and it's utilized right here as he knows where this puck is coming from, and he makes the save.
Vancouver's done a nice job of generating pucks on net, and as a result, they lead here in the second. The Red Wings win the defensive zone faceoff. Quick pass across to Van Riemsdyk. And he'll take a moment to regroup back at center. There's the whistle as the play was offside. And the centers glide towards the dot here as we got a face-off set to go. Canucks get a hold of the puck off the draw. There's a collision with some authority. And now it's grabbed by Van Riemsdyk. The Canucks have it against the wall. Quick shot! And there's the save on the play. The Red Wings gain possession in their own end. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Loses the coverage there. Here they are on the attack. Smart heads up play to neutralize the threat.
Sometimes when you're winning, you get overconfident and try and overhandle the puck, and this is what follows, a turnover. Coach isn't going to be very happy. You got to game manage, you got to puck manage, and you got to make sure you make the correct play. Sometimes simple is better.
And not much on that one.
Great positioning by the goaltender to redirect it to the corner, getting it out of danger.
Puck scooped up by Sherwood. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Grabbed along the boards by Carlson. Denies him with the save. Detroit's got it along the wall. Gets the puck in deep. Taken by Danielson. Tries to feed it over to Seider. Huge steal in his own end. Oh, look at this. Here they come. They've got numbers. Detroit's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Gaining momentum along the wing. Along the half wall with the puck. Here's the blast. Oh, what a focus to make that pad save. And a nice takeaway in the defensive end by Seider. Puck picked up by Appleton. With possession along the wall. Puts it on net.
Oh, how did he stop that one? Wow.
Battling for it along the boards. Picked up along the wall by Appleton. Too much congestion, blocks the shot. Oh, we'll get some tired defenders as icing is the call.
Gibson's last save has to give this team some momentum. I mean, that's a point-blank chance that he's able to take away. Just very aggressive and assertive in his crease.
Vancouver's been just savage in the offensive zone, and they lead it here in this second period. Locks them up on the draw as they take possession. Fantastic save!
Well, timely save is everything to your team, and this goaltender, he bails his team out.
They clear the zone. The Red Wings gain control of the puck against the wall. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Look out. Oh, he got pounded by Demko.
When the puck's in the low slot, the goaltender gets right out next to the shooter and makes the save.
Slides it diagonally to Larkin.
DeBrincat's the true sniper.
Scores, and they're cooking now.
The opponent has no answer for them right now because they're relentless on the puck. They garnered some momentum after multiple back-to-back goals, James. They don't want to leave any breathing room and let their opponent get some life back. Well, he had his eyes on the puck. He tracked it perfectly and got himself set to position, James. I thought he had it. He got a good chunk of it, but he didn't get it all.
The Red Wings have jumped right back into this one here in the second with that goal.
And you can certainly feel the momentum changing tides right there, James, especially after that goal. They've cut the deficit within one.
Puck dumped in. Detroit's gained possession along the boards. The Red Wings are on the attack. Detroit's got control of it now here in the offensive end. Goalie with a stop.
DeBrincat's been seizing the opportunity tonight here, James. He's got a hat trick, and it could be still counting right now because when you're feeling it, you got the vibe, you got the mojo, it's going in for you. He certainly has it all. His teammates know it, so they're trying to deliver him the puck whenever they get the opportunity.
The Canucks continue to lead it here in the second period. They have been very active in the offensive zone tonight. Center's jammed up and the winger grabs the puck. Vancouver's gained possession. Pass to Comfort. Loses the coverage there. The Red Wings will play it against the wall. Sends it down low. Great use of the body to knock him off the puck. The lane was plugged up and that shot's blocked. The Canucks played along the boards. Oh, he kind of fought it, but he keeps it out. The Red Wings will play it in their own end. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Kane. Sends it out in front. And that's blocked in front. And he passes it up ahead to Reichel. Takes a shot. Comes up with the stop. The Red Wings get a hold of the puck along the boards. Tries to get it to Rasmussen. Dumps the puck in. The Canucks get a hold of the puck in their own end. Intercepts it in the neutral zone. Moves it to Rasmussen. Here's a chance. Gets the puck over to Pettersson. Takes the feed from the left side. Fires it. Oh, wasn't clean, but he did enough. And that's a great read to force the turnover.
Game management is everything, and you have to be aware of exactly what that is. And you can't take risks in a game where you're leading. You have to find a way to protect the lead.
Fires it on net. Turned aside by Gibson.
As a defender, you love when your goaltender has this kind of rebound control. Makes your life so much easier.
Feeds the cross-ice pass to Garland. And that's broken up by Appleton. Gets the puck in deep. Angles it over to Garland. Takes the pass. DeBrusk's picking up steam. Here's a chance. And that shot gets caught in traffic. From the top angle. Turned aside by Gibson. Gaining momentum along the boards. The Canucks gain control of the puck. Vancouver's looking to break out of their own end. Right through center and into the offensive zone. Here's a shot. Denies him in front.
You have to be quick in your crease if you want to be able to deny low zone shots. He does that perfectly as he's tight to the shooter right there.
Takes the feed. Directs it on over to Besser. Down the left wing across into the offensive end. Dishes it off. Oh, he stops that one. That was served up with a whole lot of spice. Vancouver's in transition. That knocks it off the puck. The Red Wings gain possession along the wall. Dumps it in. The Canucks have it from their own end. Here's a short pass to Besser. Picked up along the boards by Rasmussen. Good fight for the puck along the boards. The Red Wings have it now. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. Vancouver's got control of it now from their own end. The Canucks have it against the wall. Grabbed along the boards by Sesson. Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. Quick pass to Besser. And he takes the feed. The Red Wings gain possession in their own end. Sasson's got it in the offensive zone. Good reach to the stick to knock the puck away. The Canucks gain possession. Works it across to Pettersson. And makes the save. Detroit's got a hold of the puck. Here they come up along the wing. Moves the puck along the half wall. Broken up by Sesson. Through the neutral zone up along the wing. Second period nearly into its final minute here. The Red Wings have it now. Makes a move. Sees the pass. Vancouver's got the puck in their own end. And loses possession after a solid hit. And they continue to fight for that puck along the wall. Here's a chance on the attack. Feeds it over on the rush. And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. Taken along the wall by Larkin. Oh, what a save on the slapper. Demko's going to give everyone a chance to breathe and hang on to the puck.
Well, it's a close game, and you need a shot in the arm sometimes, and the best way to do that is to physically engage, and the response to that hit, you just have a look at the bench, and you know that the team is bumped.
Vancouver's had one song in their mind all night long. Shot, 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 shot. They continue to lead late in the second. The Canucks take possession off the faceoff. Slides the puck to Hughes. Right up Main Street and on the attack. Shot! Crowds it with the glove.
Larkin's having himself a multi-point night, and these are the types of nights that you dream about, and I'm continuing to dream because I've never had multi-point nights. So you got to savor them, embrace them, and get as many minutes as you can when you're feeling it like this. That's why the coach is throwing him over the boards.
Centers are set, face-off ready to resume play. Oh, and he takes possession of the puck from off the wing with the centers all locked up there off the draw. Puck leaves the zone, they'll be forced to regroup. And that concludes the second period of play. Still one more period of regulation time. We'll see what happens in the third next. Welcome back, everybody. You know you weren't going to miss this third period. Sabalski, Pounder ready to bring you the action. It's been quite the night of fireworks thus far. Let's see what this third period can do to keep up. What's this game told you through two periods tonight?
Vancouver's in the lead here in the third period, James, but this has been an action-packed, back-and-forth, entertaining game that just screams offense. I would have hated it. Why? There is zero defense to be had.
Hronik's got it to the side. Sider's got it in the defensive end. Here's an odd-man rush. Shot. Turns it aside with the glove.
We know the goaltender was set to this position, square to the shooter, to be able to make that glove save.
The Canucks lead it here early in the third period. They have been dominant in the offensive area. Detroit's won the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. Puts it off the post.
The Red Wings are trying to shrink their deficit in this game. They're playing aggressive in the offensive zone, and they just wire one off the post as they try and claw their way back in.
They fight for it along the boards. Larkin's lugging the puck. Hunts the boards through the neutral zone. Slides it across. Too many bodies in the way. The Red Wings scoop it up along the boards. And the puck's kicked free. Scooped up along the wall by Besser. Vancouver's got the puck in the corner. Quick pass across to Myers. And the traffic jam in front blocks the shot. Kane's got it along the boards. Puck grab by Kopp. Quick feed to Kane. Oh, a clutch save!
The shot's coming from the middle of the ice, and it has some heat on it, but he's ready and waiting for it. He's to position, and he makes the save.
Here's a chance behind the net. Shot! Denies him! Tries to feed it over to Myers. Oh, and it's another save on the play. Slides it diagonally to Pedersen. Oh, scores! We'll talk about a friendly game right there.
That's all about the and they get the opportunity when the puck goes the other way. They capitalize, they execute because of their defense.
The Canucks have gone up by 2 now here in the third, and boy, do they look good.
Well, that's sending a message right to start the third period, isn't it, James? Listen, you're dictating the pace in all different areas of the ice. You come out in the third and you get another one. That's a great way to start third.
Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. Shuts him down.
This is a really nice save, James. I mean, the shooter's in the middle of the ice. He's in the slot area, and he's got to get to the top of the crease square to the puck to be able to make that save. Great job.
Here's a chance. Scores and make it a one-goal game with that tally.
And you can feel it coming, James. They've been playing way more aggressive. Their opponent's sticks are getting tight, and they're panicking a little bit. I'm telling you, the time is now. This next shift, they got to build on that score.
They are in one now. Detroit's goal has suddenly tightened the gap here in period number 3.
Well, they're within one, James, and it's not enough right now, so they're going to have to continue to counter, transition quickly, but most importantly, retrieve the puck. That is critical to be able to possess it.
Picked up along the wall by Appleton. Steps inside the line. Good stop by Demko.
Let's have another look at that monster of a hit there, James. You got to love it. You have to have great timing, and you got to know when your opponent's vulnerable.
The Canucks have been the more active squad offensively tonight, and they lead it early in this third period. Danielson's won the draw here, and they'll go on the attack. Tremendous block on the play.
Well, and the bench really erupts on that one, because otherwise it would have been in the back of the net. Besser's been feeling it here tonight, James, getting a ton of puck touches and looks on net, and finally cashes in. That one's going to feel good. But I do love his process here. I mean, it shows maturation in his game as a young player. Sometimes you can get frustrated and let it take you off your game, and this time, he didn't let that happen. He found a way to get the tally.
Officials are set. Players seem ready. We're ready to get this thing back underway. The Canucks win the draw. Slides it across to Kane. Gaining momentum up along the side. And just got a piece of it to keep it out.
Well, nice save by the goaltender, and even better is that he redirects the puck to the corner to safety.
The Canucks take possession here inside the offensive zone. Denies him. He got on it. Moves it quickly over to Larkin. He carries the puck up along the wing. Moves it to the ring gate. Glove saved by Demko.
Let's have a look at that last hit. I mean, that was absolutely huge, James. You know that this is a momentum changer. You can see the bench erupt with that one.
Vancouver's benefited from lots of shots on net here tonight, and they lead it early in this third period. They take possession as he locks him up off the faceoff. In front of the net, and the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play. The Canucks get a hold of the puck in their own end. Angles it over to Sherwood. Takes the feed. Detroit's got the puck. And the puck's knocked loose. Works it across to Comfer. The Red Wings take it along the wall. Grabs the puck in the corner. Handles the pass. Long reach breaks up the momentum. Here's a short pass to Comfort. And that pass goes off a stick. Scrum ensues along the boards. Takes the feed in the back end. And a nice takeaway in the defensive end by Finney. Detroit's got the puck against the boards. And that's deflected. Big save. And we get a whistle as the goaltender decides to hang on to this one. Teams are ready to go, and we're about moments away from puck drop. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Battle ensues for that loose puck along the boards. Picked off by Reichel. Carries the puck through the neutral zone. Good heads-up defensive play as he extends the stick. Can't hang on to the biscuit after that. The Red Wings gain control of the puck against the wall. Sends it deep inside the offensive zone. Myers has it in the defensive end. Quick pass to Kopp. The Red Wings carry it along the wall. Passes it over. Kicks it away from the crease. And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up. Vancouver's got the lead early in this third period. They have been a high-volume shooting squad tonight. Off the draw, they take possession. Along the wing, up the neutral zone. Handles it along the blue line. Oh, great save by Gibson. Slides the puck ahead into the neutral zone. There's a shot. Stops him cold. The Canucks cross the blue line and are on the attack. And uses the length of his stick to knock that puck away. Quick feed to Besser. Slides it back to the blue line. That's gloved by Gibson.
Oh, that's an absolutely massive hit, James. These are the types of hits that can change the landscape of the game. The power of the legs right through the body. Lack of awareness there on the puck carrier.
The Canucks have shown no signs of stopping putting pucks on net, and they lead it here in this third. And gets a little boost to come up with the puck from off the wing with both centers tied up. Puck battle along the boards. Great burst of speed to come up with it. Vancouver's got the puck. Garland's taking it from his own end. Feeds it over to Cave. Oh, look at this. Feeds it over. Oh, how did he get a glove on that? What a stop by Gibson.
This goalie, he deserves a highlight pack. I mean, he's made many huge saves tonight that has given his team momentum, and it's about the timeliness of the save to sort of reset the momentum in a game and give your team an opportunity to win, and that's exactly what he's done between the pipes tonight, James.
Official signals for the players to get into position, and we're about ready to drop the puck. Won the draw. With the blast. Great save by the goaltender who was in the right place at the right time. Nice job pulling up his opponent. And he came up with a solid stop on that play. Broken up with the stick in the defensive end. Ref blows the whistle as the puck's covered up. Vancouver's been total non-stop action on the offensive end, and they continue to lead in the third. The Red Wings win it. And the puck escapes the zone, and they'll be forced to tag up. They put the puck into the offensive end. Quick pass across to Pettersson. And he gives it over to Kane. Gains the zone from the right. Picked up along the boards by Kane. Tries to feed it over to Hughes. Lets it rip. And too much traffic in front blocks that one. Grabbed along the boards by Kane. On the attack into the offensive end, right up the gut. Hard hit frees up the puck. Puts it on net. Oh, what a stop with the blocker by Gibson. Goaltender covers up and will get a face-off. The Red Wings start with the puck in their own end. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. And he loses control of the puck. Moves it quickly over to Carlson. Into the offensive end, right up the middle. Moves with the puck in the corner. Great use of the stick in the defensive end by Sherratt. Dishes it off. The Red Wings get a hold of the puck along the boards. And now it's grabbed by Sherratt. Slides it on over to Appleton. Shot! And that caroms off a body in traffic. Pinned up along the boards. Pettersson's got it behind his own net. Vancouver's got it in their own zone. The Red Wings get a hold of the puck in their own end. Moves it over to Larkin. Redirected off a stick. Vancouver's got a hold of it along the wall. Moves it to Kane. Skates to the crease. Slides the puck across to DeBrincat. Moves it around along the half wall. Detroit's got it now. And that goes off someone in front and doesn't reach the net. And he takes the dish. Looks to set up at the point now. Oh, what a close save by Demko. And he'll hang on to the puck for a much-needed whistle.
Well, and this is huge, James. The ability to slow the game down, get a line change. There's no one happier than the coach right now.
The Canucks continue to lead here in the third, listening to their coach's message. Lots of pucks on net. Here's a short pass to Visser. The Canucks gain the zone. And skilled use of the stick to poke the puck away. Looks to make a play over to Larkin. Trying to get the puck out of his own end. Oh, that's kept pinned at the line and blocked.
This is a really tough one. You got to be strong on your stick, and you got to make sure that you get it outside into the neutral zone, especially when everyone's moving forward.
Taken along the wall by Hamonic. Handles the pass from the right side. The Canucks take possession in the neutral zone. Slides it diagonally to Raymond. At center ice now. He grabs the puck. Look at this. Good stop by Gibson.
You know the goalie's dialed in when he redirects the puck to the corner.
Solid hit on the play, and that knocks the puck off his stick. Detroit's got it against the boards. Comes into the paint. Oh, what a stop on the play. Gets Sullivan with the paddle. And he fights off another save.
Beauty save back there. He's really owning his crease.
Oh, here we go. This team knows how to turn up another gear, and they have done that here. Puck goes out of play. We got a face-off coming up. Big face-off coming up here in the offensive zone.
Well, after that last shift with sustained pressure, you know that the goaltender is fatigued. You got to find ways to get pucks to the net.
Quick pass to Edvinsson. From the left side, he moves it up ahead. Whacks it into the offensive zone. Angles it over to Kane. The Canucks move the puck in the defensive zone. Detroit's got possession at center. Quick feed to Edmondson. Vancouver's got the puck along the wall. Kane stick handling in his own zone. Vancouver's in on the offensive attack now. Moves by the check. Tremendous stop by Gibson.
Love the way the goaltender gets tight to the shooter here. The puck's in the low slot. You want to take away time, you want to take space. Goaltender does it, makes the save.
Takes a shot, and he puts that one aside with ease. Moves it quickly over to Sherwood. Here they come on the attack down the left side. Now over to Kane. Icing is the call. We'll get a face-up at the other end. Vancouver's got the edge in the shot department, a big reason why they lead here in this third period. Well, that's one way to win the draw as he skates away with the puck after the two centers were tied up. And that one's turned away. And he takes the feed. The Canucks get a hold of it. Puck scooped up by Edmondson. Directed over to Comper. Detroit's looking to break out. And here's the pass to Rasmussen. And that's knocked away. Vancouver's moving the puck through center ice. Here they come on the attack. Here's a shot. Oh, the glove save. Where'd that come from?
Well, that's how you get a puck, James. I mean, you recognize the timing it takes to meet your opponent right at the right time. I mean, that's just an explosive hit. Gets the job done.
Center's gliding up to the face-off dots here. And they'll start with possession. Denies him with the save. Gibson's got it, and the officials blow the play dead.
Well, and this is a smart play. He's been dialed in all night, and he recognizes that he doesn't want his team to make any mistakes. The safe play sometimes is to hold on.
Puck is dropped, and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Look at this down the right wing. They're on the attack. Vancouver's going to play the puck from behind the cage. And he takes the pass. Shot! What a stop! Puck moved over to Danielson. Vancouver's got a hold of it against the wall. And he avoids the poke check with some great edge work.
Vancouver's leading in this game, and it's been their fourth line that has led the charge, and this is really important because you have that flexibility as a coach with your fourth line operating like that. You know that you can be efficient in numerous ways.
Sends it into the offensive zone. Moves it to Danielson. An attempt to clear the puck from deep inside his own end. The Red Wings have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Gaining speed through center, and here they come on the attack. Puck sent down the ice. We'll get an icing. Vancouver's played one of their best games this season. They continue to dominate in the shot department and lead it here in the third. Rogers gained possession, and his great work inside the face-off circle pays off again. Here's a short pass to Carlson. Sends a pass over. Oh, great move to sidestep the check. Oh, beat, but it goes off the inside post.
The Red Wings are working hard to get back in this game. They wire one off the post, but they're generating offense. The coach, the staff, the entire team needs to stay confident here. They're generating the looks. They just have to find a way to execute.
Detroit's got him along the wall. Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check. Quick pass to Ratu. Tenacious battle for the puck along the wall. Puts it in deep. The Canucks have it behind the cage. And it's kicked away. The Red Wings have it in the offensive end. Scores! And the scratching and climb has paid off as we are back to even.
Well, we're back to evens, James. I really like their game. I mean, when you're pushing and you're trying to find a way to get ahead and on top, You have to trust the process. That's exactly what they've done, and they've been rewarded for it. Well, the goaltender, he's going to want this one back, James. I thought that he was set to position. Just the blast of the shot, it hit him. He got a good chunk of it, but it went in. You can see the frustration in the body language.
The Red Wings have scratched and clawed their way to making this a tie game here at a critical point in the third.
That's critical timing, James. The bench just erupts with that equalizer. And listen, when you score a goal like this, often you put your opponent on their heels because they knew they had the game within reach. Now it's a much different story.
Pettersson's got the puck in his own zone. We got a whistle offside to call. See if we can pick up some momentum again here as a face-off is ready to go. The Canucks get a hold of the draw. Slides the puck over. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Quick feed to Sherwood. From point blank. Oh, what a save! He bluffed that one.
It always amazes me that goaltenders often make this save look easy with all of that traffic in front and screen. I mean, it is important to battle and find the sight lines, and this goaltender does a great job of making it happen.
The Canucks will start off on the attack after winning the draw. And a great save! Comfers crossed the line and is on the attack now. Scores! A timely finish, and they've taken the lead!
Sometimes you can feel momentum swing, James, and you can tell that they're playing with more confidence, and as a result, they get a little puck luck and they put it in. That puck comes off his stick so fast, the goalie can't get a read on it. It's in the back of the net.
The Red Wings have found the go-ahead goal here in the back half of the third period.
This is exactly where they want to be, James. Late in the third period, you have the lead. Now you have the momentum. You certainly want to attack it. You want to make sure that you're in good defensive posture when the puck transitions.
Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Sends it in on the attack. Moves it quickly over to Kopp. Slides the puck ahead to Van Riemsdyk. Fires it into the offensive zone. The Canucks gain possession along the wall.
Well, this game looks like it's going right down to the wire, James, and one of the most important things to do now is make sure you make good blue line decisions.
Shuts it down with the paddle. What a stop. Slides the puck across to Van Riemsdyk. Sent into the offensive zone. The Canucks have it against the wall. Takes it and looks ahead. Quick shot! Off the mask of the goaltender. Boy, right between the eyes.
I don't think he had time to get his head out of the way, and that one hits his mask. You got to give it to the quality of mask nowadays. If that happened a few years ago, that would hurt even more.
The Canucks have had more chances offensively, but they have not been able to convert trailing here in this third. Camps won the draw, and they're on the attack. Good hit to knock the puck loose. Great hand-eye contact on the play. Here's a blast! Blocked in traffic. Scooped up along the wall by Hronek. Camps moving the puck through his own zone. Passes on over to Garland. Hughes grabs the puck inside his own territory. Detroit's got a hold of the puck now. Muffs the shot attempt. Vancouver's got the puck in their own end. Gaining momentum along the wing. Sends it in deep. Scrum along the wall. Picked up along the wall by Garland. Here's a shot. Back to the point it goes. Oh, one of his teammates was right in the shooting lane there. Danielson's got it into offensive territory. Takes a shot. And he stamps that one with the glove. Hughes takes the puck. Right up the gut into the offensive end. And that's blocked away. Works it across to neutral zone up along the wing. The Canucks gain possession in their own end. Tiptoes around the poke check. Oh, he kind of struggled with that one, but he got just enough to keep it out.
Compher's determination on the puck, even though he stumbled and has a lack of balance, really shows right there, James, as he finds a way to get that pass through to the shooter.
Demko's going to hang on to the puck for a whistle. Vancouver's put plenty of pucks on net here tonight, but they still trail late in the third. And off the draw, they'll take possession. Sherwood's got the puck along the wing. Great use of the twig as he pokes that one away. Toss it up on the play. Here we go. Off-man rush here. Denies him on the stopper. The Red Wings scoop it up along the boards. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam.
The Red Wings' top line has been so impressive coming onto the ice right now. You know that they're so tough to defend. They skate well, and they love to shoot the puck.
A big face-off here inside the offensive end. Sassen's won the draw in his own end. Now let's see if they can clear it. Moves the puck. Vancouver's got it in their own zone. Here they come up along the wing. He'll keep it alive and moves it ahead. Nice zone entry from the left. And that plays offside. We got a face-off coming up. Face-off looming as both centers get into position. And from off the wing, he comes up with it with both centers strung up. Oh, he's dialed in tonight. What a save on that one. A big draw looming here in the offensive zone. Larkin's won the draw, now look to set. Let's it go! And that goes off a body. Detroit's gained possession along the boards. DeBrincat is gaining momentum. Good heads-up play in the defensive zone. Feeds the puck across to Kane. Here's a chance. Comes up with the stop. Edvinson's got it in the defensive zone. Tries to get the puck over to Kane. What a save! He'll probably feel that one tomorrow. Moves to Finney. It's a contact sport, people. There's proof right there. A critical draw here. The Red Wings win the draw and they go on the attack here in the offensive zone. Picked up along the boards by Rasmussen. Slides it across. Vancouver's got a hold of the puck.
DeBrus twig snaps into it and gets back to the bench to get a new one and back into the play.
Oh, that's just on the side of the net.
Wow, this is a product of the game being so fast. James just wants to get rid of it and fires it wide.
Turn that chance aside. Up along the wing. Tosses it on to Finney. Slides it to Kane. He grabs the puck here at the point. Gets in front of that. Kane's carrying it ahead. Look out, here they come on the attack. And pokes the puck loose inside the offensive end.
I love this push up by the defender, and this isn't easy. You know, the pace of play and the speed coming down on you, you have to make sure that that timing is correct, because if you miss, they're by, and you look pretty silly.
Sends the pass over. Nowhere for that shot to go through.
Whiteville's been a workhorse tonight, James, and there's just another example of it, and the entire bench knows that they're invigorated by it. I mean, he's on his way down, he's stumbling, and he's manages to find the puck and get a shot on net. That's tenacity at its best.
Fires it. Oh, he just got enough of that one to keep it out.
Goaltender spends so much time doing tracking exercises, and it's utilized right here as he knows where this puck is coming from, and he makes the save.
Vancouver's been very active offensively tonight, but they just have not been able to finish on their scoring chances here late in the third. Let's go! Turns that one away!
This is just great puck control to put the puck to the corner. No second shot opportunity.
Carlson's got it deep in the offensive end. The Red Wings will play it from the defensive zone. Less than 60 seconds left here in the final frame. And makes the save. And a nice takeaway in the defensive end by Ratu.
Playing with confidence is one thing, but then you can be overconfident as well, James, especially when you have a lead. You want to make sure you're in good positioning to be able to backtrack and help out your defense.
Huge play in his own end to come up at the top. Towards the gaping net and comes up empty. Chance at an empty netter here. Scores into the empty net. And Heather, I feel like you must have had a few empty netters in your day.
Oh, yeah. Listen, I was on the back end. I didn't have hands, so when I scored one, listen, I celebrated. I was down and out, fist pumping everywhere, even when it was the empty net. Well, you can see the body language on them, James, the dying moments of the game, and they're able to get the empty net goal. Everyone can take a deep breath here, as that should do it.
Detroit's tenacity on full display after that empty netter.
Yeah, and they earned the empty net, right, James? They got themselves a lead. They were urgent all game, and they just capitalized at the right time.
Larkin's won the draw at center. They've got numbers. Grabbed along the boards by Nebraska. Streaking through center, they go on the attack. Fires it on net and makes the routine save. There's the whistle as the puck is frozen up. They've got the extra attacker out here for the faceoff.
Well, they'll be looking for a quick win and advance that puck right to the net.
Off the faceoff, they take the puck. Here's a short pass to fire. Scores into empty net.
You pull your goaltender for the extra attacker, and then you're unable to convert and execute, and it winds up going the other way, and you pay the price. You can see the emotion on everyone on the ice as that empty netter went in. That's an insurance marker, and that's going to be the game.
The Canucks have been the more active team offensively tonight with plenty of scoring chances, but they continue to trail because they haven't finished late in this third period. And now he angles it across to Kane. And here at center, that's intercepted. That's all she wrote from this one. The Canucks got absolutely spanked tonight, but I think a lot of people still wondering, why would you keep the empty net out there for so long?
Well, I'm wondering it too, James. I'm right there with you. Listen, I understand the push. I respect the decision to pull the tender, but after one goes in, the game's over.
Well, that brings the night to an end, and we will say goodbye here from Rinkside from all of us here at EA Sports. My name is James Cebulski. I got to get to bed. See ya.